Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 2 of Let's Try Dustgrave, a Sandbox RPG. Hope you guys are doing well. Ready to check out this pretty fantastic new CRPG with me. We made a character last episode. If you didn't see that episode, I highly suggest pausing this and going to check that out. It shows how we built with a very intensive and interesting character creator, how we built Elzarian the Merchant. We're going to go ahead and load him, and we're going to get into the actual game today. Let's hit start new game. Once a beacon of power, the Dahlin Empire has fallen, plunging the continent of Yarsa into decades of chaos. First came the Red Blight, a devastating plague capable of turning corpses into undead creatures. Then the Emperor's death sparked a brutal civil war. Now 3 Dahlin pretenders fight to claim the Empire for themselves. Some fight to restore its ancient order. Oh, I didn't get all that. Here we are. You can click on the ground to move the selected character. I'm actually going to go back to the main menu and pick that back up, if we can. Some fight to restore its ancient order, others to reshape it entirely. Foreign powers push into Yarsa's borders, eager to exploit the turmoil. The Panavian Republic is eager to extend its vast trading network eastward, and the western province of the Celestial Empire made plans to claim new territories for themselves. Adventurers arrive in droves, lured by promises of power. We'll get that last. I actually am curious because I didn't even read this. Adventurers arrive in droves lured by promises of power and glory. By working with factions and climbing their hierarchies, they will determine who will reign and what kind of empire will ultimately rise from the ashes. Nice. Celestial Empire, the Panavian Republic, or Panavian. Some items. Oh. Alright, you can click on the ground to move the selected character. We've got Arian here. And this is how our desperate attempt to forage for some food ends. This path led us nowhere, and it took hours to get back to the camp. We have some options here. We can be happy. The others won't be. We did what we could. Yeah, I really hope to find some food for everyone. Wait a moment. What's happening at the camp? Are those raiders? Watch out, one of them is coming here. Get ready, I'm afraid we'll have to fight. Getting into some combat right away. Origin Caravan Guard, defeat the enemy. You got your first quest. Open the journal to review active quests and review what you need to do to complete them. There we go. And it's Bolor. He's Dahlin. He's a criminal. Personality direct. Minus 60. We get plus 15. He's normally minus 75. Relations. With the faction Vultures. What? Who are you? What do you think you're doing? We come in peace. Just, I don't care. You should have stayed away. Now I have to kill you. Fight. And here we go. Allied turn. In Dustgrave, battles are turn-based. During your turn, you can swap between characters and use their action points. General belt, left shift, target combat info. Oh. Huh, so that's me right there. And this is Arian. Let's click again. Usually each character can use 2 action points per turn down here. Once those are spent, they won't be able to act or move. With those buttons, you can swap between weapon sets or use items equipped on your belt. Oh, that swaps. Then you have general or belt. You can spend action points to move across the battlefield when no actions are selected. All the actions and skills your selected character can use are displayed here. Excuse me, click an action to use it. Okay. So this is, no, this is me. This is Elzarian. Okay, we act first. We can bash. A fast attack, 45 to 50 damage, 1.2 critical, minus 5 precision, 45 penetration. We can powerful bash, 55 to 80, lower critical though, 1.1, minus 10 precision, 50% penetration. And we can debilitate, which does attack down, damage down, 33 to 48 damage, higher precision, 15, 25% penetration. We can roll, which is a dash movement, 3 to 6. This action doesn't trigger opportunities of attack. We can raise our shield. Evasion up for 1 turn, increases evasion by 25. And we can inspire courage, 60 to 90 morale heal, 2.1 times critical. It's a shout. So let's try to flank this guy, I guess. And come up here. And we'll do just a bash. So we have a 50% chance to graze, 39% chance to hit, 11% chance to miss, 20 to 23 damage. Boom, did a 22 damage graze. I guess there's no log. When you select an action, you see its details and all potential targets will be highlighted. When you move your mouse over a target, you'll see a preview of the attack roll. Right-click to cycle through different previews and see the differences between a graze or a critical hit. Oh, that's really cool. And if we move him here, he's now flanked. And let's see, he can offensive stance. Applies to self, attack up for 5 turns, damage up for 2, armor down for 4. Decreases armor by 25, but raises attack by 25. And 2 charges of damage up. Attack does 50% increased damage, it looks like. Inspire courage, his version. Raise shield, increase evasion. Up, roll, prepared attack, debilitate, powerful bash. They take 2 action points, as you can see. So he can bash for 45 to 50, 40% penetration. Devious strike, fast attack, 40 to 45 morale damage, 1.75 critical, 20 precision, it's more accurate. And here's a surgical strike, 50 to 55 damage, 1.75 critical, 15 precision, 40% penetration. That's pretty awesome. Could do 52 to 60. And if we right click, oh, it shows what they do. Graze will do 26 to 30, critical will do 91 to 105. Nice. And it did a graze for 29. They acted, but it acted so fast that we couldn't really see what happened. It looked like it took 50 HP off of Arian. And again, there's no log that I can see. Oh, there it is. Nice. Arwen received 50 physical damage. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Debilitate. Attack down, damage down. Let's do a powerful bash. And it attacks in like a cone. 50% graze, 44% hit, which will do 49 to 76. Graze for 31. Now we can do like debilitate, which does attack and damage down, or prepared attack, weakness for 2 turns, or 2 weakness charges. Attack steal 50% increased damage against that person for 2 turns. 60 to 88 damage, minus 20 precision, but 55% penetration. Let's do that. Looks pretty good. Oh, missed entirely, it looks like. And then he took 25% from a fierce stab. Bolo received 31. Oh, wait. He did hit him for 31, I guess, a graze. Let's go ahead and powerful bash again. Graze for 33, and we'll do a powerful bash right back. Looks good. Boom. Look, the camp has been completely overrun. There's no one left. They must have taken them somewhere. Investigate the area. We need to do something. We must find out where they took our companions and save everyone who's still alive. What do you have in mind? We can just get there and kill them, or maybe you want to talk to them, I don't know. Check the body of that idiot who attacked us. Maybe you can take the red clothes and try to pass as one of them. Let's go. We should be careful. We don't know if more brigands are hiding around here. Arian is a Dahlin. He's also a criminal. Okay, got your first quest. Open the journal. Let's open the journal. Origin Caravan Guard. Investigate the area. We need to do something. We must find out where they took our companions and save everyone who's still alive. So that looks like the camp there. That's a quest target. And this is our party member, our current location. Very cool. So while we're here, let's check out the party inventory. We can sort it. We can dismantle, recover materials. Here's the equipment we're using. I've got a mace, blunt weapon. And there's deterioration of weapons and stuff. And it's worth 50 coins. And that gives me bash and powerful bash. And we're using a round shield, evasion modifier 10, and raised shield ability. And armor is heavy clothes, which is actually light armor. Protection and evasion modifier of 5, and that gives an ability of roll. Dash movement 30 XP. There we are, looking good. There's Arian, he's got much the same. Okay, now let's go to skills. We know these active skills don't work on their own, but combine with actions granted by your equipment. For example, the skill Repelling Strike applies to fast attacks, creating a new action that pushes the target away. Where's that at? Repelling Strike. I don't see it down here. But applies to fast attacks, 5 turn cooldown, minus 25% damage, plus 10 precision. Targets get pushed for 12 cells. Here's a fast attack named Slash, granted by equipped weapons like swords. So we have bash. This is slash for a sword. Okay, 2.25 critical. If Repelling Strike has been unlocked, it will combine with the stats of slash and allow you to use this additional action in combat. So that's how it works. So if we come back, it doesn't have any damage numbers or anything until you add the weapon to the equation, and then it bases out its stats. So that's pretty interesting. And again, we're back here. I think we saw this already, didn't we? In the first video. Check that out if you didn't see it. Attributes. Let's check out Arian's attributes. 6 vigor, 7 resilience. So a lot of HP and resistance to wounds and traumas. 8 swiftness, very nice. 6 awareness, 5 resolve, 5 influence. So swiftness, he has a good crit multiplier, a defense bonus. The character's evasion applies a penalty to the attack rolls of all harmful actions, reducing their chance to hit. And he gets more movement because of that. And resilience and vigor is damage. Includes negative damage like healing, so interesting. It works for magic and stuff too. The vigor. You can dismiss him. We've got crafting. Looks like we can craft lockpicks, pick lock. It's a tool. Silently open locked doors or containers. Complex locks will consume more than a single lockpick. And healing potion. Drink potion, action, 50 to 100 heal. Worth 30, 35, so we need 2 times metals to make that, and this needs 2 times reagent spirits and a vial. And that's everything we can make right now. We don't have metals yet. Factions info, this is really cool. We're going to go over this too, so we might not get to a ton of the gameplay today. I do want to get into the faction stuff because it's really deep and satisfying. But as you can see, there's some factions here. Blue Dahlins, which is King Arvad's kingdom. The Golden Dahlins, led by Queen Salongo. The Panavians, Panavian territory of Jarsa. The Shenguins, Western Province. The Academians, Academy of Science. Honorati, Honorata Familia. The Straw Hats Gang. the Vultures, Red Vultures, and the Cathars, Order of Cathars. If you look at Diplomatic Overview, it shows like the Blue Dolans with the Cathars to the Blue Dolans. They have a 25 relationship. But these guys the Cathars are not getting along with the Honorati. The Straw Hats are the Vultures. And what we are is, I'm not quite sure actually. But let's go through the factions quickly. Who's playing in the game here? King Arvad's Kingdom, led by King Arvad. The Eastern Kingdom is one of 3 factions involved in the civil war that is ravaging what's left of the Dalan Empire. Called Blue Dalans because of their colors, this pretender faction has a small territory but an extremely well-trained army and a young but charismatic leader. So these are the different, this is our relationship to them. So if we look at this one, we're neutral. But if we were at this one, like 0 basically, everyone in this faction, you are evil incarnate, they'll do everything in their power to stop you. The next one would be this faction is openly hostile towards you and will invest manpower and resources to actively harm you. The next one is the faction sees you as a threat and may retaliate against you. Most of its members will no longer be willing to talk with you and most encounters will end violently. 40%. The faction is wary towards you. Its members won't trust you with important jobs and will have a negative prejudice towards you. Then there's neutral. 60%, the faction sees you in a friendly and cooperative way. New, better paid jobs will be available, and they will also be willing to sell some of their unique items to you. 70%, you gain enough trust and respect to join the faction, getting access to unique items, skills, and quests. This is the highest possible standing you can achieve without joining a faction. But you can if you want to there. 80%, you become a trusted member of the faction and your rank will increase to reflect that. New items and quests will be available. 90%, your reputation in the faction has grown to the point that everyone knows your name and your actions earn you the right to rise to the highest possible rank. And 100%, your deeds and dedication have surpassed anyone's expectations or even wildest desires. Your name will be remembered forever as one of the greatest heroes in this faction's history. Pretty interesting stuff, and of course that's the same with every faction, I would think. So let's look at more of them. The Golden Dalans, Queen Salongo's kingdom. Led by Queen Salongo, the Western Kingdom is one of 3 factions involved in the civil war that is ravaging what's left of the Dalan Empire. Called Golden Dalans because of their heraldic colors, they are quickly expanding their military by conscripting farmers and commoners. Then we have the Panavians. Despite its relatively small size and population, the Panavian Republic is one of the wealthiest nations in the world, thanks to an expansive network of trade routes kept safe by a vast fleet. Decades ago, the Panavians funded their first colony on Dalan territory, which has slowly expanded into a province following the Empire's decline. The province is now called the Panavian territory of Jarsa. Let's look at who the Blue Dalans so they're at -50 with the Golden Dalans, the Shengoins, much more violent with the Honorati, Straw Hats, and Vultures. Academians, Panavians, and Cathars are neutral. Golden Dalans, -50 with the Blue Dalans and Panavians. Same -75, Honorati, Straw Hats, and Vultures. Then we have the Panavians. Not good with the Golden Dalans. Actually good with the Academians. Very good, actually. And bad with the Honorati, Straw Hats, and Vultures. So let's look at the Shengoins. The westernmost province of the massive Shengoin Empire, also known as the Celestial Kingdom, used to profit from the many goods moving on the Silver Road. Since the Dalan Empire collapsed, tariff revenues plummeted, and the western province found itself unable to maintain internal stability. They're neutral with all these guys and kind of at war or hostile with these 3 again. The Academians, the Panavian Academy of Science, is a large organization of scholars devoted to the study of all sciences, including arcane magic and archaeology. Following the decline of the Dalan Empire, some of the more adventurous Academians moved to Yarsa to study ancient ruins and uncover forgotten secrets. That's one we definitely want to join. And they're good with the Panavians. Hostile with the rest. Now we have the Honorati. I guess we're hostile with them too. Yeah. Negative disposition. The Honorata Familia is one of the many Panavian criminal organizations born after the Republic conquered the entire Salian coast and the many feudal nations in it. The local nobles lost all their privileges and lands after becoming part of the Panavian Republic, but some of them preserved what was left of their influence and wealth by creating clandestine communities in which they kept the feudal hierarchy intact. Such organizations survived by relying on different illicit activities, and the Honorata Familia saw in the Panavian territories in Yarsa a fertile ground for their influence to grow. They're hostile with air, buddy, but they're okay with the Straw Hats and Vultures. Straw Hats gang. With the Western Province suffering from reduced tariff income and border incursions, the governor increasingly vexed local farmers, causing discontent and starvation. Brought to desperation, many of them abandoned their fields and fled to the swamps, forming a community of refugees and rebels who resort to crime and guerrilla warfare to survive. Same idea. And the Red Vultures are a group of war refugees and deserters who rely on banditry to survive. They are considered nothing more than outlaws by the local powers and are hunted wherever they step outside of the canyons where they hide. And same idea there. We're hostile with them -80 because we just killed a member, -5. And the Cathars, the Order of the Cathars, is one of the most influential Astrolite religious orders. They are present all across Yarsa thanks to the many temples built in the last centuries. Despite being loved by common folks, their extremely orthodox approach often leads to tensions. But they look, pretty favorably on these guys. They don't like science too much, and so on. So we'll get into this more next time. Oh, then there's settlements. Look at all these settlements, guys. These are all settlements, I guess. I'm not going to go through each one. We'll research these as we come across them. But as you can see, there's separate relationships with the settlements and also prosperity. If we get into this, the settlement has been abandoned if they're at 0. The settlement is on the brink of being abandoned by its population. The settlement is severely impoverished. Traders will lower their prices but have less merchandise in stock. More quests may be available, but their rewards will be less appealing than usual. Then the settlement's political and economic outlook is stable. Then the settlement is thriving. Traders will have larger stocks and higher prices. Quests and jobs will pay higher rewards. So as you can see, a lot of really cool stuff in the game. We've got talents, which we know about. Arian is a Dahlin, comes from Yarsa, health +20. Once ruled by the Dahlin Empire, now theater of a bloody civil war. Centuries ago, before coming to Yarsa and creating their empire, the Dahlins used to be a nomadic civilization. They kept their cultural features from that time, ranging from their love of horsemanship and archery to their clothing style. And background is soldier. Character used to be a professional soldier employed in one of the few standing armies existing in the world, or working as a mercenary +1 resilience. We know ours already. Deadly flanker. Then we have the journal, which we saw. Party inventory. Okay, I guess that's it for now. We can get back to the game. Let's loot Bolar here. He's got 4 coins, I guess. A chisel worth 4. Tongs worth 10. And a vulture caftan worth 400. Light armor. Nice. Now, he mentioned something about a disguise. So I can click this and put that on. It's the same armor, protection and evasion. But if I put that on, you equip the faction armor. When wearing a faction armor, you can disguise yourself as a member of that faction by clicking on this button. Simply wearing a faction armor won't affect relationships with NPCs. When disguised, NPCs won't recognize your main character and will treat you as a stranger belonging to the faction you're disguised as. If you are disguised, records generated by your actions won't be applied to your character, but to the faction you're disguised as. So if I want to disguise myself as a faction I don't like and cause havoc everywhere, it's going to go against that faction in terms of the reputation and stuff with the other factions. pretty wild. NPCs can find out you're disguised in dialogues, especially when crimes or quests are involved. Once exposed, the disguise will be removed and won't be usable in the current location again for some time. So, Arwen mentioned we could disguise ourselves. We're disguised as a vulture. I don't think there's a quick save button. Let's try F3, F4, F5. No, I guess it's just you can't save your game right now. Oh. Alright, so if we bring up the map, let's head up here. And I don't know if there's anything else around. But let's head back up to the camp. That looks suspicious, but it's not. There's the camp. Brother, why are you here? I thought we were the only ones patrolling this area. So we're disguised with Gonbatar. We're just passing by. What happened here? What did you do to our companions? We can dance, we can fight. Let's say we're just passing by. What happened here? Nothing interesting. We found a caravan camped here and we tried to rob them. They spotted us coming and ran away. The others went after those idiots. We stayed here to check if there's anything useful to loot here. Found anything? Not really. They must have seen us coming. Now we're just waiting for the others to come back. Where did the others go? Maybe we can find them. That way. Those poor buttheads left a lot of cart tracks behind. Maybe you can try and follow them. But they probably already found and killed those traitors. You may be wasting your time. We can stay disguised, or I can get angry and say you're going to regret crossing us. I'll try anyway, thank you. Well, good luck with that. Clueless idiots. You did well. Now we know where to go. We better pack our things and depart right now. I don't think we have much time. Yes, let's go. Let's try to get there as soon as we can. It's our best chance of saving everyone. So that's kind of a hint, it seems, that we have to get there in time. Here we are on the world map. This is the world map used to travel between different settlements and locations. You can open the minimap to check your position in the world. Default key N. Click and drag with the mouse to move the map. Check this out, guys. I don't know if there's more map beyond this. I think there might be. But that does look like, yeah, like it's more maybe down this way and stuff in the Fog of War. So we're right here. And we have to go to the assaulted caravan, go to the target area. Active quests will be displayed over here. You can click on them to center the map at their destination. I don't see that actually, but is this us right here? Use the legend. That's us. We have to come up this road. Time is passing. Yep, and come down here. There's people walking on the road. Assaulted caravan. Let's see if we can save. Still can't. Enter location. Broken items will be costlier to repair depending on how many negative modifiers they have. Alright, looks like we've got the caravan. Ah, our people, maybe. You can click on the ground to move to select a character. Stand down, it's Elzarian! Oh, we're disguised still, oops. Dressed like one of those vultures for some reason. Chiara, Elzarian has found us! What's happening here? You? I'm glad you managed to find us. When we got attacked, we had to run as fast as we could. I'm sorry we left you two behind, but we had no other choice. Plus 15. She is a Panavian, middle-class background, personality cold. We're here to help. Good. We couldn't lose those buttheads, and we had to stop here after a cart broke. I'm afraid those renegades will soon attack us. I don't know how much time we have left. Oh, they're coming. You better get ready. We won't let them steal from us. And dialogue. Get ready. Acha. Narmandak. We finally found you. It's over. You won't be able to escape now. Hey, hold on a moment. Looks like we are late. Some of us are already here. I'm still disguised. Well, I guess killing them will be even easier now. Oh, I can say you can go. I have things under control here. Yeah, you can go. I have things under control here. Fine, I guess. You should hurry. In the meantime, we'll scout the area to ensure no one else is around. Wow, it worked. Go back to receive your reward from the missing convoy. That was brilliant. You truly fooled them. Thank you. Now we can take all the stuff and get out of here. Sadly, I'm afraid I won't be able to travel around for some time. Things are getting too dangerous here in Yarsa. It's not worth the risk. Not anymore. Take this. 277 money, a schematic for on a chemical bomb. Your payment. You deserve that. You can go now. We'll prepare what we can and get out of here as soon as possible. We're done here. I guess it's time to head for the nearest settlement and try to find another job. Any idea where we should go next? Oh, that's Aryan. We're done here. I guess it's time to head for the nearest settlement and try to find another job. Any idea where we should go next? As you said, let's get to somewhere civilized and see what we can find. Good, good. I have a feeling I think our fortune is about to change. Now, let's get on the road. Alright, do I still want to be, and look at, we can kind of loot stuff. There's Dino. Greetings. Salvatore. What brings you here? So, got Letizia. You must be new around here. Let's ditch the disguise now. But if I go to equipment, you've been discovered. Disguises are temporarily disabled in this area. Just put on our heavy clothes again. See what we picked up though, if anything. Not really. We could have fought them and got their gear and stuff. I did fight them actually, but in my first test with the game, but oh well. I didn't think it would actually work. We can break this stuff down to get its core components. We can make a lockpick if we break down the tongs and the chisel. There we go. Now if we go to crafting, we can craft one lockpick. One lockpick, let's craft it. Bong bong. And there it is. Nice. Now we're on this location map. I don't know if there's anything else to check out here. I don't know if these are currently kind of generic. Giara. What brings you back? Or if there's going to be stuff on them eventually. Maybe some have things to see and others don't. Virginio. Hello. We can't move too far with the WASD. Like I can come down here. Might be worth poking around though, right? I don't see anything we can interact with. If I click outside the square or whatever, we can travel. Get back on the world map. Just looking around though. I think we can probably save now. Let's go up this corner. Yeah, I bet there's some stuff to loot on some of these maps. And this is as far as I got pretty much in my test with the first game. I got into a combat here. So, slight spoiler, you can obviously get to combat here on this map. Tolio, you say the same? You must be new around here. Alright. And also there's stealth, which I'm not sure how to activate. Oh, like that. We're stealthing. turned it off. Now we can save. We can call it YouTube 1. We're 35 minutes in, so there is a quick save. Let's take note of the time, 1:29 a.m. Let's see if I hit F5. Doesn't give me any kind of information. Ah, it did save. Nice, so F5 is quick save. And I think I'm going to wrap it here, guys. So we'll pick this up next time. It looks like time stops while you're standing still, too. This is the world map. Right, we know about that. And as you start moving, the time moves again. And it shows your time of day over here. And your journal down here, or the map. Maybe this is all that's implemented into the early access right now, like Swamp Town. And maybe in the future there's going to be more, but it still looks pretty big. And like I said, the game is in early access, so it's probably going to add a lot more. Like roads going that way, so maybe there even is more here. Off in this fog of war, like, yeah, it looks like we can come over here and there's, you know, there's space to move, especially down here. Look at all this black. Wow. So it's going to have a pretty big world map. You can see some cool different like types of land and different structures and things. Some sort of crater thing there, like a volcano. Very cool. So we're here. We're going to make our way maybe to Beyser. And we'll go ahead and check in our... Oh, we can't actually... And we can't save right now. Oh, there goes 3 vultures. Well, here's Beyser right here. We also can't go in our inventory or anything. That's interesting. A Panavian territory of Jarsa. Let's enter the location. NPCs can find out your disguise and dialogues. Alright, you can click on the ground to move the selected character. With these buttons, you can access different panels in which you can change your equipment, check active quests, or maybe just see your current relations with different factions. We saw all those panels, I think. Yeah. Entities you can interact with will show a highlight when selected. You can click with the right mouse to see all the available interactions. That's pretty cool. And here we are in Beyser. So first thing I'd want to do, you can see like a little journal here. There's a merchant here, a trader. There's a faction official, another trader. Us up here. Very cool. And we've got timber. I wanted to check the factions info of the settlements of Beyser. Originally founded centuries ago to provide marble to the ever-expanding Yarzite Empire, Beyser has been abandoned with the fall of the Empire and was only recently rebuilt by Panavian traders eager to exploit the local caves. We're neutral with them, and their prosperity is stable. So centuries ago it was founded. That's interesting. But I'm going to save here, guys, and we're going to get more into this next time. I'm going to keep it moving. As I said, I don't know how much I'm going to play because I put 1A, but this is 2. Because it's early access and I want to kind of wait for the full game to be out to really dive in. But we'll play it a little bit here and see what's what. We'll check out this town, maybe try to get into some more combat or quests around, killing maybe monsters or something like that. But thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please like, comment, subscribe before leaving. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I hope you'll tune in next time. There's much more to see. And surely some more fun to be had if we choose to continue. We'll definitely continue for episode 3. Beyond that, we'll have to see how it goes. I might continue, I may not. Let me know, with your likes and comments if you want to see more than 3 episodes and stuff like that, and we'll consider it. But again, it's early access and we want to save the good stuff for when it's released. But until next time, guys, tune in again. Until then, be well, live well, stay well, and much love, peace, and joy. Thank you again, guys. And I'll catch y'all in the next episode. Wishlist the game on Steam now. Ciao for now.